Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know quite a few of you have been watching this video on this rare old Bush radio. As I say, it's been on hold a little bit because I've got another radio in for repair at the moment, but thought I'd give that a break and have another look at this one this afternoon. I've got some capacitors in now to change these two 3000s. They're extremely high. They might reform, but I've got some that are fairly good match for that. Also, this one's a 1000 microfarad, again running really high. As it's coming off of the selenium rectifier there, I thought rather than mess with trying to reform it, again I haven't got a reform, I'd have to actually build one. I thought I'd take it out. So as I say, that's a 3 I'm going to do there. I'm also going to pop a leg off of the 50 microfarad 12 volt. The high voltage caps in underneath. That one was sort of checking out okay, but I'm going to try and get them out and have a look anyway. These 3 I'm going to change, but as I said, I've not taken them out of circuit yet. All I've done purely is just test them in circuit. So let's get them out and we'll have a look and see what we can replace them with. Okay, I'm just quickly checking these resistors, these 2 here, because they're right in that LT circuit. I want to make sure that these are correct. Now the gold band I believe is 5% tolerance, so they need to be 10.5 ohms maximum. They're 10 ohm resistors. So that's reading 12.8 that one, but it's reading 12.3. Just wondering whether that's because they've got some wire in them. Let's just have a quick look. I've got some big 2 watt 10 ohm resistors here. So let's have a look, see what these are. These are gold bands as well. Reading 12.3 as well. Strange. Maybe I shouldn't trust that meter on ohms. Try another one. Ten 10.2. 10.8, 10.2. That one there is out of tolerance. It should be 10.5 maximum. He's reading 10.7. Yeah, I don't want to mess the look of this up too much, to be honest. Obviously a low tolerance for a reason. Okay, I've decided I am going to change these resistors. One is just slightly out of tolerance, the other one is okay, but it'd be silly to just have one newer one and one old one. I mean, these are quite old resistors anyway. They're some new old stock that I bought many years ago. I'm surprised actually that I've got this exact value. Strange. I have got some other 10 ohm ones, but they're much lower wattage. It's only half watt resistors. These are 2 watts, so again they're pretty beefy resistors. What I've done, I've just wire wound one round there. I'm just trying to get in my head how to do this so it looks nice. So I'm getting there. as I say, this is all a bit new to me, so bear with me as I learn along, or learn along with me as I learn. So far I've decided these two are going in. So I've wire wound that end of the capacitor. So I'm going to lay them down in there. This wire needs to attach in there, so I need to strip that back a little bit. So that'll be that side of it sorted out. Then I've got to get these resistors across. So I need to put one on there. Then pop another one on the other one. Yeah, quite a knitting job really this is. So I've not experienced this before, so yeah, very interesting. So hopefully I want to make it obviously look as absolutely near perfect as possible, so I'm going to take my time with this. Yeah, just determining whether to wire wrap that other resistor as well. Okay, well that's where I am. So I'm going to pull this piece here out. Let's get you in a little bit closer. Hopefully you can see what I'm up to. So I am in this area. The two resistors I'm talking about are just down here. Both 10 ohm, 5% resistors with the gold band on them. And as I say, I'm going to replace them. These are pretty much identical size. So let's pop those in as well. As I say, I just want to do this piece really and make sure that's all okay, because this is the LT side, and I don't want any excess voltage going through that because it will ruin my valves. So I don't want to be replacing valves. So I'm going to do all this. I need to link this capacitor in as well. So it's a big knitting job. I've got to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components all linked together, plus various wires. It's going to be fun. Anyway, join me in a minute and I'll give you an update on progress. Okay, one other thing I thought I might try. See, that's the old capacitor. That's a nice new blue shiny one. Roughly the same diameter, not far off, so I should be able to use the same clamp still. But I've got a bright blue capacitor now instead of a nice silver one. But these are aluminium underneath. So I was thinking, let's have a go at removing the blue sleeve, as long as I mark it clearly what it is. I've got plenty of these, so if all else fails I can stick another one in. But this is 1000 microfarad at 40 volts. The original one is 1000 microfarads at 6 volts. So a little bit different. God, I'll tell you what, this is tough stuff. There we are. I know it's a bit new and shiny, but I'm sure that'll tarnish down, and it's better than a bright blue one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to mark the negative and positive on here, and also that it's 1000. So I'm just going to write on that with a permanent marker. So I'm carrying on. Right, just preparing to solder the first joint on. Going to use some thicker solder for this. I've also swapped to a different tip this time. I've got my chisel tip on that, just to give me a little bit better surface area, because I'm dealing with thicker wires, so I can afford to go up a little bit in temperature as well. Let's just pop a little bit of this wire off. So this is the first one. This is the 1000 microfarad that I've stripped the aluminium off of. So plenty of solder in there. Okay, I think that's pretty much got that covered. So, give that a quick cool down. There we go. Right, first part of the jigsaw puzzle is just a bit of a squirt of air upside down. Little trick to save you buying freezer spray, I suppose. So that's my first one. Nice solid connection. I'm going to try and work out how best to do this now, because I'm starting to get in a bit of a pickle. I've got this wire's got to come off. I'll take this one off with the resistor, but I don't want to lose track of where I am at the moment. Although I've got plenty of photos, it's best to do it methodically and as you go. So I'm going to try and start piecing this together now. Right, I'm just resoldering the brown wire back onto the selenium rectifier. I've already soldered one in there. Let's get this other one in. Perfect. Let's pop that valve out of the way, because I don't want to damage that in any way. Makes it easier as well. Okay, it's coming together. Slowly, slowly. So, let me have a think. It is really like a puzzle, this. So, let's get this sorted here. Okay. What a game! Oh dear. Right. So that one goes back there. Just going to drop that back to that sort of position there. Okay, you can sort of see a plan. Right, bear with me. Okay, back in for a quick update. So, I'm gradually piecing the puzzle back together. I've got my capacitors in place now. I'm two main capacitors. I've got the 1000 microfarad reattached to the chassis. All this is wired up now. I've wired this resistor in, so now all I've got to do is hook the resistors up and wire this to the rectifier. So, I'm nearly there. It's looking good. Just thought I'd give you a quick update. Okay, well there we are. I'm quite pleased how that went. As I say, a bit of a first for me. Not used to soldering big stuff like this. Well, except coax cables and that. So yeah, basically we've got all our negatives tied in together up onto the transformer. I've now got the new resistors in. We know their correct value. So all the positives come in through into the selenium rectifier. We've got another cable coming up through there, tied onto the back of the selenium rectifier. Yeah, that's say I've wire wound all these. Got a clamp to go back in there, but apart from that, we're good to go. So now it's time to sort the tea out, and probably going to be a couple of days again now before I get back onto this one. But just thought I showed you how I was getting on. Okay, a little bit of a disaster, but averted now. I went to move these back into position to clamp them down, and this resistor here broke away, as you can see. What I'd done is I'd soldered it a little bit too close to the body, I think, and moving it around had just fractured it. So I've had to unsolder that, all of this again, and put a new one in. So what a pain, but you know, it's done. So yeah, all I've got to do now really is put this clamp back on. I've put some tape incidentally underneath the these capacitors, some electrical insulation tape, because they are touching against terminals in underneath there for some bizarre reason. I don't know why, but you know, that's how it was designed. Whether it's earth terminals, I don't know. It could well be earths. But, as I say, these are slightly smaller than the original capacitors in diameter, so I'm having to pack the little screw that retains this bracket out with some washers because it's too long. There we go. Job done. Back together. And tidy it up a little bit. But yeah, overall that's a good job. I'm happy with that. There we are. So that was what I was worried about. I've got to take this 50 microfarad over here out just to test it. Again, it's not in the high voltage section. I'll look at that on the circuit actually just to see where that is. The one that is in the high voltage is in behind there, which has got a twin output, single negative. So twin positive, single negative. That one is the only one that could prove tricky. So I think what we'll do is we'll have both of those out and check them on the ESR meter.